Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to tell you about something that is very important and is very useful for everyone who wants to do this, especially in times where you find yourself not able to accomplish what you want, not able to complete your projects, not able to do the things you want. If you want to change your life in a positive way, or you just want to um, go further in your goals, and you find yourself the obstacle of your own inaction, of your own lack of motivation, your own lack of energy, and all the things that go together. And I think all of us have faced this at one point or another. And the thing that I want to tell you today is this thing that is called sexual alchemy. So, what is alchemy? Is in a very simple way, is a famous term that has been known for a long, long time, and in the opinion of different people, is the origins of what we now know as chemistry, and is probably also known as the predecessor of medicine, pharmaceutical professions, and even maybe also related to metallurgy, to astrology or astronomy as well, so mineralogy. Alchemists were very educated people that knew a lot about different topics, and they were famous, or probably they are still famous, because of the fact that they use a lot of secrecy and a lot of even encryption to hide their teachings, so that the common people will not be able to understand what they were talking about. And even to this day, there is a lot of speculation about what they meant by their um, knowledge and by their teachings, and all of these different writings and lessons that they left printed. So they were definitively in the right path to accomplish great things. This is as much as we can say. But what I want to tell you today is how you can transform your life in a positive way by the use of sexual alchemy. So, what it means, sexual alchemy, going back to the principles of alchemy, is to do what is called the transmutation. So the transmutation, according to the alchemist, was to transform one substance into another by means of different procedures or different methods. But in general, it was the transformation of something that was common, that had little value, or that had even dangerous properties, and transform it. That's what transmutation means, to transform it, to give it another nature, usually a higher or more elevated nature, or more refined nature. So it is famous that they were trying to transmutate the plum, this the lead. I was thinking of Pb, which is the chemical symbol of lead. So lead is the lower element, and the goal was to transform it into gold. So this is an allegory that can be used in different ways, but in a sense, in a very practical way and very simple way, what we will consider now the basic material for our work will be the sexual impulse, or the libido. And how are we going to transform this? We are going to transform it by means of changing the most basic act that humans practice, which is sex. And how can we practice sex? Well, everyone practices sex, even people who are single. We all have the sexual impulse, and with this sexual impulse, we can do a lot of things. And the most simple experiment to do this is try to abstain from performing a sexual act. So, for example, if you are single, masturbation is your more easily accessible sexual act. Or if you are married, you will try to have sex with your partner, and this is even if you're not married, you can have sex with your partner even if you're married. So with your partner, do not say if you're married or not. If you have someone who lives with you and with whom you can perform the sexual act, this is the opposite of being single. So if you try to abstain, particularly not from practicing the sex, but from finishing the sexual act with the ejaculation. So the ejaculation means that your sexual energy is dispersed. Before you reach the ejaculation, your energy is focused, and all your senses are focused on the act at hand. And let's say if all your goal is to reach ejaculation, or in the case of women, the orgasm, you can reach the ejaculation or the climax in very short order, particularly for men. Some people can even reach it in 10 seconds or 20 seconds, 30 seconds, or 6 minutes. I think this is the average for most people, because you don't want anything other than the end goal. So your focus is on the ejaculation, and you want to achieve it as fast as possible, and that's when you reach what you think is the satisfaction. But this is the only way that you have been taught. So you don't think that there's another way, because that's the regular education or even the culture, because a lot of people don't even have education about sex, so they don't know there are other options. So what happens as an experiment? Try to avoid ejaculation for one day, but don't avoid the sexual stimulation. And you will see with this experiment what I'm trying to tell you. You will have a lot of energy, and you will be very focused on this process, on the process of experimentation of the sexual sensations, and you will have this energy that will fill your body, and it will fill your senses in all possible ways. But you can still have pleasure. This is the thing that a lot of people don't consider, that they think that the only source of pleasure is the ejaculation, and that is not the case. So what we are proposing is that you do this experiment, try to not have the ejaculation, but continue with the sexual stimulation, and see how you feel about this. You will definitively feel a lot of energy, a lot of interest in what you're doing, which in this case is the sexual stimulus. And you will continue to have this energy until you reach the point of ejaculation. What happens when you reach the point of ejaculation? A lot of people even suggest this, like, oh, you cannot sleep? Oh, masturbate and ejaculate, and then you will sleep. Okay, I cannot focus on my job because I'm distracted. Okay, masturbate, and then you will be able to focus on what you're doing. Well, this is a side effect that is really not even a positive one, because you feel like sleeping after you ejaculate because you lost all your energy. So you no longer have energy, so you will go to sleep. So this is like you are depleted of all your energy, and you don't have nothing else left, so you will sleep for sure. And you will be focused because you masturbate, yes, because you don't have any more energy to spend in something else. So that's not the problem. The problem is not the energy. The problem is the focus, or not, maybe not the problem, but the issue here at hand is that you need to focus on something that it is more positive. And if you abstain yourself from ejaculation, but you try to instead transform this sexual energy and focus this energy in something that is positive. So you will focus your energy, your sexual energy, you will focus this energy and transform it into something that is positive. So you want to achieve a goal like, okay, so I want to exercise because I have been unable to focus on the um, um, exercise that I want to do, or I want to just do some yoga or do some calisthenics or just go to the gym, lift some weights, and I have been unable to do it because I don't feel like I have the motivation. Well, try to abstain from ejaculation for as long as is necessary, and you will feel how your energy level will rise. So if you abstain from ejaculation for 1 day, it will be very little difference, but probably you will see it. And try to focus on at least 7 days. And then you will see how this energy will raise. And how can you do this transmutation? You will try to use, a lot of people will recommend this. Is not something that is my invention, it's not something that I discovered. I'm not making this up. You can look it up for many other different sources. You can use the breathing. So if you breathe, you will be able to transform the sexual impulse into other kinds of energy. So forget about those people that tell you that, oh, it is not healthy to keep your semen, in the case of men, inside of you because you will get sick. This is honestly not real. It's not true. You will not get sick if you don't ejaculate. Probably the contrary of that, you will have a higher energy, higher performance, higher focus in everything you do. And you can do it as simply as just trying to do some breathing exercises. Now, for example, there's the Wim Hof method, which is very simple and everyone can do it. You can just do one of these exercises that Wim Hof recommends, the breathing technique that Wim Hof recommends, and this will help you to transform your energy in something different. And after the breathing, you will have this energy and this focus and this inspiration to do what you want to do. And of course, this requires discipline, but this is something that can be done, and it can be done with some evolutionary steps. You can start with 1 day, then try to do 2 days, 3 days, 4 days. And you can do this basically all your life, and you will be able to change your life completely in a positive way. And you will see the difference on this. And especially now in these days where everyone is on its own, and a lot of people live alone and they don't have a partner and they feel lonely. Well, they can try to use this energy that everyone has and use it in a positive way to transform your life and maybe even to transform the life of others. So this is something that I'm proposing and something that is possible to do, and you don't need to do anything that is very difficult. This is possible to do for everyone, but I see that there is a high reward with the things that you can accomplish with these. So this is all I wanted to say now. If you have any questions or comments, please leave the comments in the comment section below. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing to the channel if you want to see more content like this. And please share this video if you think it is valuable for someone else, or just to promote this kind of knowledge. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching.